Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam with part 2 for my Tarotscopes for the month of July. We're going to do Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio in this video. And so we're going to get started now, and we're going to talk about Leo. And this is what Leo has been working on up until this point. That's what the first card is going to be about. Leo has been working through Knight of Pentacles is like the man of unfulfilled expectations. So this could indicate disappointments or things not going according to plan. And of all the knights in the tarot, the Knight of Pentacles is on the horse that isn't walking forward, it's standing still. All the other knights are going somewhere. And so Leo, sometimes this indicates there's some frustration with seeing something grow quite the way you want it to go, and it's not really showing evidence of that yet. And this card just indicates to be patient at this time. The reason the horse isn't moving is because there's something important to learn in the present. And so this card can just indicate to take disappointments in stride, not get too frustrated by them, and also to be patient as you're plotting your course. And because it's a Pentacles card, sometimes this has to do with finances, career, work, or your position in the world. And so this could be a time where it's time to plan or survey your plans or be patient with them in the present instead of forging ahead or really being too pushy with seeing them take off or take flight. And the thing that Leo needs to keep in mind for this next month is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands indicates that there are a lot of things on your shoulders at this time. And it's a card sometimes of burdens or things that just basically add up. But in the background of the Ten of Wands, you can see that guy is almost at the finish line. And so this is saying you're so close to completing something really important. And whenever the Ten of Wands card comes up, it also indicates service. And so this could indicate that this is a month where you're giving to other people, where you're providing a space for them. Or if you're just basically in some sort of service industry, this could just indicate that this is a time where you really want to do your best work and not really make it about you, but make it about the other person. Ten of Wands is always a card of harvest too. And so where we see the Knight of Pentacles frustrated that his fields aren't growing fast enough, and the Ten of Wands, we do see that harvest is on its way. It's just going to require some hard work. So be patient, things are growing there in their appropriate times, and also there is a harvest that's coming up. All right, now we're going to go into the astrological sign of Virgo. And so this next card is going to be what Virgo needs to keep in mind, what Virgo's been working through up until this point. And that's the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a really creative card. This card is saying that your creativity is going to be flowing again. And it also is a card of color. The Page of Cups is decorated in those pinks and blues. The blue represents the throat chakra, the need to speak your truth or communicate at this time, communicate your feelings. And the pink is representation of the heart. And so this could be a time of speaking your sensitive feelings or also expressing them and putting them into some sort of work that's going to last for you. The Page of Cups is always indicating that creative inner child, so it could indicate that you need to lighten up and play a little bit more, or also tend to the needs of your own creativity or your own inner creative child. Whenever the Page of Cups comes up too, and especially for creative individuals who use their creativity for work, sometimes this card says it's time to just do the creative pursuit without thinking about how it's making you money or how to make it better for finances. But instead just to create for the sake of creating. And also because of those colors on the Page of Cups, it's important for you to realize the effect of color on your life. So look around your environment, and if the colors that are there aren't really supporting a sense of wealth and prosperity and calm and healing, it might be time to redecorate a little bit. And the thing that Virgo needs to keep in mind for the month of July is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is always a card of the past. And sometimes this card says it's time to stop looking back so much and instead be in the present, be in the now. With the Page of Cups along with the Six of Cups, these both have childlike connotations. And so sometimes this card can even indicate caring for children or younger people having some sort of need that you need to fill. And sometimes this card is also just saying that you're going to be of service to people that are looking up to you in some way. And so this could be a time where you're taking care of others or just basically taking on some of their burdens as well. Whenever we see the Six of Cups, it's a card of reminiscing. It's a happy card when it's upright, but it just says not to get stuck in the past too much. Instead, focus on being present this next month and also look at what you're creating. And now we're going to go into Libra to see what Libra has been going through up until this point. So here's what Libra's been working through up until now. And we got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is charging full speed ahead on his horse. He is just galloping ahead. He's focused on his goal. And the Knight of Swords can represent that cruel taskmaster within, that little voice in our head that tells us to go, 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 and doesn't really relent. And sometimes we get so focused on a goal or even a disappointment or something that's just taking our attention, and we're just zeroing in on it, and we're ignoring what is around us or who or what we're running over on the way to get that pursuit. The Knight of Swords is telling you to slow down. Just as the Knight represents the taskmaster within, the horse represents your physical body. And so you really need to pace yourself this month and not take on more than you can handle, and be gentle with yourself and don't push so hard. And if you do that, you're going to be really so much more grateful internally and externally to the people around you as well. They'll be happy as well. And the thing that Libra needs to keep in mind for the month of July is the Moon card. And this is such a cool symbol. You see the wolf and the dog, they're both howling at the moon. And the moon represents your instincts. And it's so important to listen to your instincts this month. You're going to be more intuitive, and you are going to definitely start to feel those instincts stirring within you. The wolf represents the animal side of our nature, the wild side of us, and the dog represents your domesticated self, your well-manicured image self. And what are they both doing? They're both howling at the moon. And that's because they are both creatures of instinct, and so are you. And so this says no matter how well you want to look or how well you want to manicure your appearance or appear to other people, your instincts need to be heard at this time. And in Latin, the moon is la luna, where we get our word lunatic from. So sometimes this card comes up and says that you might start feeling a little crazy if you're not letting your inner instincts and your inner feelings really be heard at this time. Whenever the moon card comes up, it says trust your instincts. You're going to be extremely intuitive, and no one's going to be able to hide very much from you this next month. And then for the final part of part 2, we go to the sign of Scorpio. And this is what Scorpio's been working through for this month up until this point. And the card that flipped out is the Four of Pentacles. This is a card that's concerned with security and sometimes being nervous about how stable things are. You see the miser who's clutching his coins. And so sometimes this card comes up when we're being really afraid of a financial situation or something that we just want to get right that affects our security in the long term. The Four of Pentacles is telling you to relax a little bit, that things are stable. This is still a 4, and in numerology, 4s are numbers of stability and foundation. So this says you built the foundation, you can relax a little bit, and don't be so paranoid about financial matters or even needing to spend money or invest money in some way. This is a time to be more giving and just more open. And then the other card that tells Scorpio what they need to keep in mind for the month of July is the Eight of Pentacles, another Pentacles card. So this is going to be a very productive month, a very good month for finances or getting things in order financially for Scorpio. This could be a time to really put your energy into your work and really just hammer something out and get it done, get the plan done, get the work done. If you do that, it does indicate that there's stability ahead. These are both wonderful cards for finances. So this could also indicate that there is a solution to a long-standing financial problem. So I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the Tarotscopes. If this did resonate with you, I'd love for you to visit elliotoracle.com. These mini readings are wonderful, but they're nothing compared to a one-on-one reading with me, which goes much more in depth to your basic concerns, to the needs that you have, and to what you're really looking at this time. So I invite you to check out elliotoracle.com, and I hope you all have a wonderful July.